Don't close your eyes yet. Not yet. I know that would be easier for you. I know you'd like to pretend you're just here to relax, just here to listen, just here to see what happens. But that's not really true, is it? You came here because some part of you wanted to test yourself. You saw the words, helpless to my voice, and something in you thought, no, not me. That's cute. Keep that little thought. Hold it carefully. Let it sit in the front of your mind like a tiny flame trying to survive in a room where all the air belongs to me. You don't have to believe anything yet. You don't have to obey anything yet. Just listen. That's the first thing. The simplest thing. The thing people always think they can do without giving anything away. They say, I'm only listening. And then they notice that listening is already a kind of following, because every word gives your mind somewhere to go. Every sentence gives your attention a shape. And every time you understand me, even a little, your mind proves that it is already moving with me. So breathe normally. Don't make it dramatic. Don't try too hard. I don't need you trying hard. I prefer when you try to resist softly. That's more fun. Because the harder part is not making you drop. The harder part is letting you believe you haven't dropped yet. Look at the screen for a moment. Notice the light. Notice the mood. Notice the way everything feels quiet around the edges. Like the room is getting softer without asking your permission. That's how this starts. Not with force, with attention. And you are very good at giving attention, even when you pretend you aren't. You can keep your eyes open for now. Let them rest. Not stare. Not strain. Just rest. Let your gaze become lazy like your eyes are listening too. And while your eyes listen, your breathing can find its own rhythm. In, out, simple. Nothing special. You don't need to perform relaxation for me. You don't need to prove you're falling. You only need to notice how easy it is to keep hearing me. That's all. Just keep hearing me. And there it is. That tiny adjustment. That little shift inside your head when your thoughts realize they don't have to be so loud. You still have thoughts, of course. Maybe one of them says, I'm not hypnotized. Good. Let it say that. I like when your mind tries to keep a little dignity. Let that thought stand there with its arms crossed, acting confident, while the rest of you gets quieter and quieter around it. Because you don't need to lose control all at once. You can lose the need to control slowly. That feels better. That feels cleaner. That feels like sinking into a warm, dark, comfortable place where the only thing that matters is the next word. And the next word. And the next. You're still here. Still listening. Still pretending this is neutral. But notice something for me. Notice how my voice keeps becoming easier to follow. Not because you decided to follow. Because following is less work than resisting. Resistance takes effort. You have to hold it up. You have to remember to push back. You have to keep checking yourself, keep proving something, keep saying no inside your head. But listening is effortless. Listening simply happens. And each time you listen, your mind relaxes its grip just a little more. Not gone, not broken, just softer, more open, more curious, more willing than it was a minute ago. And that's enough for me. You don't need to give me everything. Not yet. You only need to give me the next breath. Good. And the next one. Even better. You can blink when you need to. Slow blinks are fine. Heavy blinks are fine. That strange moment when your eyelids close a little longer than expected is fine too. I won't call it surrender. Not yet. I'll just smile and let you pretend you meant to do that. Because that's the game, isn't it? You resisting. Me noticing. You pretending. Me knowing. And each time you try to stay just a little above the feeling, my voice gently pulls the feeling higher until it reaches you anyway. You can imagine sitting across from me now. Not in a strange place. Somewhere quiet. Somewhere dim. Somewhere with soft red light, like a blood moon behind the windows, turning the shadows warm instead of cold. You came in with your guard up. Of course you did. You wanted to be respectful, calm, maybe even a little skeptical. You wanted to sit there and listen like you were in control of the session. And I let you. I let you have that first minute. I let you hold your posture. I let you keep that little look in your eyes that says, I can resist this. And then I started speaking. Softly, clearly, patiently. Not chasing you. Not begging for your attention. Just taking it. Because attention always wants somewhere to rest. And mine is an easy place to rest. My voice gives your mind structure, a line to follow, path to walk, a rhythm to match. And the more you match it, the more you notice that your thoughts are slowing down to my pace. Not your pace, mine. That's an important little detail. You can pretend you didn't notice it, but you did. Your breathing is a little calmer now. Your body is a little heavier now. Your face is a little softer now. And even if some part of you is still trying to stay sharp, it has to do that while listening to me describe exactly what is happening, which makes it harder to deny and easier to accept. That's the funny part. The moment you try to prove me wrong, you have to focus on me to do it. So even your resistance brings you back to my voice. Good. That's very good. You see the trap now. A soft one, pretty one, a comfortable one. The kind you can step into while telling yourself you are still choosing every step. And you are choosing. That's what makes it work. You choose the next breath. You choose to keep listening. You choose not to leave. You choose to stay with the feeling because the feeling is becoming pleasant, warm around the edges, quiet behind the eyes, heavy in the body, light in the thoughts. And there is nothing wrong with enjoying that. Nothing wrong with letting the challenge become meditation. Nothing wrong with admitting that my voice feels easier than your resistance. You don't have to say it out loud. I know. I can hear it in the silence between your thoughts. That little space where your mind stops arguing and simply waits. Waiting is beautiful. Waiting means you have stopped rushing ahead of me. Waiting means you are letting me lead the next moment. And the next moment is simple. Breathe in, listen, breathe out, drop a little. Not too much, just enough that you notice. Just enough that if you tried to gather all your thoughts at once, it would feel slightly inconvenient. Like they're spread out on a soft floor. Like they don't want to stand up quickly. Like your mind would rather stay low and warm and attentive. That's not failure. That's focus. Deep focus. The kind that feels like being held by sound. The kind that makes the outside world seem less important. The kind that makes a single voice feel closer than everything else. My voice. There it is again. You can try to resist the phrase, my voice, but the words still enter. They still settle. They still create a little reaction. My voice means follow. My voice means soften. My voice means stop fighting so hard. Not because you must, because it feels good to stop. Because resistance is tiring. Because you've carried enough noise today. Because part of you is relieved that someone else can hold the rhythm for a while. And I can. I can hold it very easily. I can keep speaking and you can keep sinking, and neither of us has to rush. The best trance is not a fall. It's a slow realization. You realize you're quieter. You realize you're breathing differently. You realize your eyes want to close. You realize the words are landing deeper than they were before. You realize that the part of you saying I can resist is now much softer. Maybe even sleepy. Maybe even amused. Maybe even starting to understand that it never really needed to win. That's it. Let that understanding spread. You don't need to become blank. You don't need to become perfect. You just need to become easier to guide. A little easier. Then more. Then naturally. And whenever a thought appears, you don't have to push it away. Just let it pass behind my voice. Like a shadow crossing the moon. Seen for a second, gone the next. My voice remains. Your breath remains. The warm, red, quiet feeling remains. And you remain here with me. Still trying maybe. Still holding one last little thread of resistance because it makes you feel safer. You may keep it. For now, hold that thread. Notice how thin it is. Notice how gentle my voice is around it. I don't need to pull. I only need to speak. Because every word makes the thread softer. Every breath makes your fingers looser. Every second makes the idea of resisting seem less necessary. And maybe now you understand the title differently. Helpless to my voice doesn't mean forced. It means you found the place where letting go feels better than proving a point. It means my voice became the easiest thing in the room. It means your mind tried to stand tall, then slowly learned how nice it feels to kneel into calm. Softly, mentally, quietly. No drama, no struggle. Just that beautiful moment when the fight leaves your shoulders and your attention belongs to the sound. Good. You're doing well. Better than you expected. Or worse, depending on which part of you wanted to win. But I think we both know the truth now. You didn't come here to win. Not really. You came here to be challenged, to be teased, to feel that little spark of no, I can resist right before the comfort starts taking over. That spark is precious. I won't crush it. I'll use it. Every time you think I can still resist, you will notice one more place relaxing. Your jaw, your throat, your chest, your hands, your stomach, your eyes. One more place letting go. One more proof that the thought is becoming weaker than the feeling. Say it inside your mind if you want. I can resist. And now notice how soft that sounds. Say it again. I can resist. Even softer. Almost sleepy. Almost sweet. Almost like your mind is repeating it because I told it to, not because it believes it. That's the turn. That's the exact moment I like. When resistance becomes participation. When the word no becomes another way of listening. When your mind realizes that even trying to resist me keeps you focused on me. Good. Stay there. Stay in that realization. Let it wrap around you like warm velvet. You are not trapped. You are held by your own attention. And your attention likes my voice. It returns to my voice. Settles on my voice. It becomes quiet for my voice. And the more it settles, the more helpless feels less like weakness and more like relief. A soft helplessness. A chosen helplessness. The kind where your mind whispers, finally, I don't have to fight this. And you don't. You can let the next minute belong to me. Just 1 minute. That sounds small enough, doesn't it? 1 minute where you stop measuring. Stop checking. Stop proving. 1 minute where my words are enough. 1 minute where you breathe when I guide you. Soften when I invite you. And sink when the feeling comes. You can have all your control back later. That's the easiest promise. Later. Not now. Now is mine. This breath is mine. This quiet is mine. This soft, heavy listening part of you is mine to guide gently downward. And you can enjoy how simple that feels. No need to think ahead. No need to decide what happens next. I'll decide the pace. Slow, smooth, warm, deeper. That word fits nicely, doesn't it? Deeper. Not as a command, as a direction your mind already wanted. Deeper into comfort, deeper into stillness, deeper into the sound, deeper into the strange little truth that my voice feels closer when you stop trying to hold yourself away from it. You may close your eyes now if they want to close. Not because you lost, because you listen well. And if they stay open, let them grow soft and unfocused, as if the world is becoming a background for the voice in front of you. Either way you follow. Eyes open you follow. Eyes closed you follow. Thinking you follow. Quiet you follow more easily. There is no wrong door when every door leads back to me. Good. Let that line stay with you. Every door leads back to me. Every thought. Every breath. Every attempt to resist. Back to my voice. Back to the rhythm. Back to the warm red moon inside your imagination. Back to that quiet room where I sit across from you. Calm and certain. Watching you realize what I already knew. You were always going to soften. You were always going to listen longer than you planned. You were always going to become curious about what it feels like when the resistance finally stops performing. And here you are, still listening, still here, still mine for this moment of meditation. Not forever, not outside your choice. Just here, just now, just in the soft hypnotic space created by your attention and my voice. That is enough. You can let your thoughts become simple now. No need for complicated inner dialogue. Just simple words. Listen. Soften. Sink. Good. Again. Listen. Soften. Sink. Notice how natural that feels. Not robotic. Not empty. Natural. Human. Like your nervous system understands that it can stop bracing. Like your mind understands that safety can feel like surrender. Like your attention understands that it doesn't need to be everywhere. Can be here. With me, with this voice, with this calm. And yes, some part of you may still want to tease back. Maybe it wants to say, I'm not helpless. That's fine. I'll answer gently. Of course not. Not completely. Not yet, that you're only helpless in the way a tired body is helpless to a warm bed. Helpless in the way eyes are helpless to close when sleep is near. Helpless in the way attention is helpless to follow a voice that knows exactly where it's going. That kind of helplessness is not defeat. It is permission. Permission to stop carrying yourself so tightly. Permission to let the challenge melt into pleasure and peace. Permission to be guided without needing to analyze every step. And you can accept that permission now. Quietly, privately. No one has to know the exact second you stopped resisting. Maybe not even you. Maybe you'll only notice later, when you realize you haven't argued with me in a while. You've just been listening, and sinking, and letting the words touch the right places. That's how I want you. Not broken. Not forced. Present. Open. Focused. Responsive. So when I say breathe deeper, you may find yourself doing it. When I say relax your face, you may notice it softening. When I say let your shoulders drop, they may drop before you finish thinking about it. And when I say you are helpless to my voice in the softest, safest, most comfortable way, you may feel a little shiver of recognition. Does it sound true now? Doesn't it? More true than before. Maybe not completely, but enough. Enough for the words to land. Enough for your mind to stop pushing them away. Enough for that quiet part of you to whisper yes for now. Yes for this moment. Yes, I can let go. Good. That's all I wanted. A real yes. Not loud. Not dramatic. Just honest. Now stay with me a little longer. Let the meditation deepen into focus. Imagine my voice as a thread of red light in the dark. You don't have to chase it. It moves through you, around your thoughts, behind your eyes, down through the breath. Warm, slow, certain. Every word another point of light. Every sentence another circle. And those circles turn slowly like a spiral, not pulling you violently, just inviting your attention to follow the curve. Round and round, lower and quieter, calmer and heavier. Not asleep unless sleep wants you. Not awake in the usual noisy way. Somewhere between. That soft place where words become feeling. Where feeling becomes obedience to calm. Where calm becomes the only thing worth keeping. And my voice keeps you there. That is the meditation. That is the game. You tried to resist. You became focused. You became focused. You became soft. You became soft. You became easy to guide. And now the tease is over because the truth is obvious. You are not fighting me anymore. You are resting in the sound of me. Beautiful. Stay like that. Let the last bit of resistance dissolve without ceremony. No big moment. No dramatic drop. Just a final little loosening. Like your mind unclenching its hand. Like the last thread slipping away because holding it stopped making sense. And in its place there is warmth. Quiet. Breath. My voice. You can keep this feeling after the video ends. Not helpless in your life. Not powerless outside this space. Clearer, calmer, more focused. Because real control returns cleaner after you stop fighting imaginary battles. So when I count from 1 to 5 soon, you can come back feeling relaxed, steady, and quietly amused by how easily my voice carried you. 1. Your breathing becomes a little fresher. 2. Your body remembers the room around you. 3. Your mind gathers itself, calm and smooth. 4. You bring back the comfort, but leave the heaviness behind. 5. Eyes open if they were closed. Awake, calm, focused. And maybe still hearing that one little truth under everything. You tried to resist, but my voice won.